I am just about to start this book, The Well of Ascension, Mistborn Part 2. I'm well excited, you know. The first book, I did not know what to expect, but I absolutely flipping loved it. Like, The Final Empire, it just caught me off guard with how good of a fiction book it is. Be this new world, this fantasy, and like just a lot of like things I wasn't expecting, like allomancy. It's sick. What a great flipping idea. So I'm well excited for this book. I'm well excited to see what Vin gets up to, how she now helps lead this new empire and become an awesome, powerful Mistborn person. So let's get into it. Also, I absolutely love buying secondhand books, but look at the state of this thing, man. Look at that dirt. Like, what has this previous owner been doing with this thing? Anyway, let's read it. I'm just going to say this while I remember it. I just started, was it chapter 5? I don't know. Anyway, it's the first chapter where we're in Say's... It's the first chapter when we're in Say's... How do you say it? Say's perspective. I'm so buzzing about this. He was one of my favourite characters from the first book, and to find out a bit how his powers work a bit more because we're from his perspective, this is gonna be quality. Alright guys, sorry for the shocking lighting, but I've just been reading in bed and I just finished part 1 of The Well of Ascension, and what an ending to that part. The fact that now that there's some kind of Kandra within the inner circle of the main tier, that's scary. That was a good twist, and I'm gonna make a prediction now. I don't know this. My guess is it's Spooks. I kind of feel like he might have died, got killed. I don't really want it to be anyone else. I mean, I like Spooks anyway, but that would be my initial guess. So I've just met this Zane geezer, and he's just like sparred with Vin and stuff. And I just want to put in a bold prediction. I have no clue what happens. But I'm going to say this Zane guy, one, Vin kind of like almost cheats on Elend with him. I'm going to call that now. But I also reckon he's going to turn out to be one of these geezers that, like, because he's Mistborn, he's the type of guy who says the Mistborn should be in control of everyone else and everyone else should be enslaved by the Mistborn. That's the kind of vibes he gives off. I might be wrong, but that's going to be my bold prediction. My guess about Spook being the imposter, being the Kandra, is obviously wrong. I literally just read that he can burn his, he can do his tin eye stuff. So I got that one wrong. Yo guys, I just wanted to throw in a quick update. I haven't actually done any reading this morning because it's the morning and I normally read non-fiction in the morning. But I just have a few thoughts because I'm halfway through The Well of Ascension, as you know, because you're watching my video. And I'm absolutely loving it. Like, it's just so good. I'm so invested in the story, all the characters, and there's just a few things I wanted to talk about. So the first one is, I'm pretty sure now, although I hope it's not like a, what's it called? Like a distraction or like a, what would we call it? Like a lie, false truth, throwing us a bone, whatever. That the imposter Kandra might actually not be one of the main crew. It might be that guard, like head of the guards, Demo. I can't remember how you say his name. But him, anyway, I'm really hoping that he is actually the Kandra and not anyone else, because I didn't want any of the core team to be dead. That would have been quite devastating. Especially since this book, we're starting to get to know them better. I literally just read the first sort of chapter that, or half of the chapter, which is from Breeze's perspective, and it's again so interesting. Like I said earlier with Sazed, trying to see stuff from his perspective, seeing Breeze's perspective, his powers, his soothing powers, how he uses them, how he's a master, and how actually he puts on this front, doesn't he? Like Vin started to work it out. Says just work it out that he puts on this front and that beneath the surface he's this really caring guy, but he plays it off as this like cool, calm, like annoying person, and I absolutely love that. And so that's the first thing. The second one, I thought Zane, that's his name, it was I think I'm right so far, but also that twist since last time that he's mad. that he has this voice that's like constantly telling him to kill everyone. Crazy twist, Lord or King Set like getting inside the city. There's just so much going on. I am absolutely loving these books. And then I cannot mention how quality. I just think Says is like the best character. I mean, Vin's pretty good and Kelsier was amazing. But Says is just sick, and his little romance, but it is true. How is that going to work considering he's a eunuch? Who knows? But I'm absolutely loving this book. But anyway, let's get back into the rest of the reading vlog. Oh, I'm so annoyed right now. I do not know what Zane's goal is. I feel like he hates his father, but he seems to be actually working for his father. And anyway, he's completely manipulating Vin, spinning lies to make it seem like Set is the one winning, and when actually it's his dad. And it's really, really getting to me. And Elend has just gone into the Colossus camp, come back out, Colossus camp, come back out. That was a great little chapter. And now Zane has somehow convinced Vin to go and kill Set and make a mess of that at the Hastings Keep or whatever. And I'm just about to read it, and I'm so annoyed. Like, what is Zane's end goal? I'm trying to work him out. Like, I feel like he's just playing everyone against each other, and maybe that's just part of his, his craziness. But I was so frustrated. Let's read and see what happens. Feeling a little bit emotional. Sazed has just called the secret meeting of the original crew members, basically planning the fact that they're all going to die. They're going to sacrifice themselves staying in Lutherdale and send Vin, Elend, Spook, and who is the fourth one? I can't remember who the fourth person was. Someone else out of this city for the sake, and that they're going to rely on their sacrifices inspiring the future Scar and generations for change. Sazed wisdom of like, there has to be pain and sacrifice for the future to be rebuilt. He's thinking hundreds of years in the future of a better society. And honestly, yeah, it's emotion, man. It's emotion. But I'm really hoping they don't all die. I just feel like Sazed is too important to the plot. I feel like he can't die. I feel like Breeze is going to be the one who sacrifices himself in this book for the sake of everyone else. There's just something in me. It's like, it's been about his character, hasn't it? And that's my prediction. I've got them wrong so far. Well, Zane, I wasn't that wrong, but Breeze is gonna die. He's gonna sacrifice himself to save the others. Heard it here first, people. This book is too much. It's too much. The Hidden Kanja was Or Sir, but it's actually called Ten Soon and belonged to Zane. And then Zane and Vin just had this fight, and then she tricked him even though he was using atium, and now he's dead. And then the final thing was that this voice, this god inside his head, just told him he was never really insane, and that there's a reason he never told him to kill Vin. Oh, this is all too much. Oh my gosh, I just had to come down from bed. As you can see, I'm standing by our front door and the stairs are here because I'd just been reading before I'd normally go to sleep. Oh my god. The Colossus attacked the city. Vin, Ellen, Spook had escaped, and then it was chaos, and Vin realised that the Well of Ascension is in Lutherdale somewhere, and she's headed back there, and everyone was looking like they were dying, and Doxson died, Clubs died, which both I'm gutted about, but so far I'm pretty sure Sazed, Ham and Breeze are alive. I don't know if Twindwell or whatever her name is alive yet, but Vin just arrived and saved Sazed, is absolutely mucking up the Colossus. I'm buzzing, but I feel like it got to a good point where I could stop because I really need to sleep. But I cannot wait to finish the rest of this book. It is crazy. Where the heck is the Well of Ascension? That must be wherever the atium is stored as well. So much is going to happen. My heart is breaking for Sazed. He's just found Tindwell's body. Oh, man. What a guy. And my heart is absolutely broken for him. Broken for this character that just pick up Sazed. R.I.P. Tindwyl. This fight is crazy though. On the plus side, I'm pretty sure Vin has just worked out how to control the Colossus. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to make one final prediction with this book because I've been so wrong with the others. I think she's going to control the Colossus and go and attack Venture and get revenge on the fact that he let the Colossus attack them and slaughter so many people and so many people die. That's my prediction for the end of this book. Honestly, I did not know that was going to happen, but literally a page later, Vin screamed down from her Duralium-fueled steel jump, massive Colossus sword light in her hand. She hit Straff directly in the head with the sword and then continued downward, slamming into the ground, throwing up snow and frozen dirt with the power of her impact. Oh, Straff, it was coming to you. It was coming to you. And I got my prediction right for the first time in this whole flipping book. What the flip is happening? They've just found the Atium food, possibly the Well of Ascension at the centre of Lutherdale. And Sazed has been like warned by the mist ghost thing. And then Marsh has just come out of nowhere again, and he's just killed Sazed. Or I think he has. I mean, it's not confirmed that Sazed is dead, but what is going on? This is literally so intense, and I have like 30 pages left, and I don't really want it to end. I'm literally in shock, guys. This is so flipping intense. My question is, and this is what I think Sanderson does so well, is he keeps so many secrets throughout his books, is Marsh, what's caused him to go bad? Like I thought, although he'd become a still Inquisitor, he still was good on the inside, and so he killed the 7 Inquisitors that were the Lord Ruler at the time. There were more throughout Scardrial that haven't been killed, and obviously they're trying to build an army. They've slaughtered the Terrace people, which is horrific, and I'm really interested to see why. What's the purpose in that? What do the Steel Inquisitors know? And what's driving Marsh to become evil? That last 70 pages was an absolute whirlwind. The Well of Ascension, book 2 of the Mistborn series. My word, is it a good book? Oh, Brandon Sanderson, you have just ripped my heart out. You have taken me on an adventure. You have done twists and turns like I would never expected. As if the Well of Ascension actually contained something evil that was trying to release itself. As if Elend is now somehow, I don't really know how it's worked, but has become Mistborn. As if Vin did what she thought she was supposed to do. She didn't give in to corruption, but she actually ended up releasing this evil. As if Marsh is still alive out there, and the next book has a lot of questions to answer about what's going on with the Steel Inquisitors. I feel like there's something bigger, maybe to do with the Lord Ruler, maybe to do with the power there. What is the deepness? What's going on? And the fact that final chapter where Sazed finally reads the full transcript and it finds out that there's the deepness, this power can even corrupt like a Frucamus, or however you say it. The Terrace people's powers, like Metal Mind, their memories, it can corrupt and change that. Whew! This book is top quality. This series is top quality. I, as you can probably tell, loved it, especially, and I feel like this was the strength of the first book. The final 150 pages of both books so far have just been incredible. Like, that's exactly how you want to end a book. I'm buzzing about reading that. I'm excited to read the next one, though I'm going to read one book before it. You know, I'm trying to not get completely sucked into series, because I feel like sometimes that can be unhealthy. So I'm going to stop reading like series back to back, you know, try and break it up, different books, different series, that kind of stuff. So I've got one book to read, and then I will read the third one. I'm well excited. Anyway, I've been Ash Porter. Thank you so much for watching this book vlog of The Well of Ascension, and I'll see you next time.